Ready? Pack the 60. Pack.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, they'll throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the 1st quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Eagles hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
18 Cardinals. 19 Cardinals.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Second and 2. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Flush to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, you're down there really close, but just 2nd quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it, but reluctantly, take them off the field, bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. They're going to look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stand.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Trap 50, trap 50. Drag him 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hold it ready. Dixie Maverick.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he fires one incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On the counter, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There's a nice move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second down and 3.
He'll look to throw.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
70 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Okay, ready?
Running right, here's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run with Sanders off the option. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Come back team! Come back team!
Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like they pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If if you ain't signed on the dotted line. Can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortune.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the earth, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it at the boat. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. The chain don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't got a lock. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the earth, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of the
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the earth, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets.
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle, as he's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the Commanders and the Rams coming up next.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now this defense for the Commanders, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Micah Parsons, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Third and long, it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual.